European countries are practically at war with each other over the role to be assumed in the peace process in Ukraine. The summit was held in Paris, as you know. No joint decision emerged from that summit. On the contrary, a new division emerged. The UK's plan to send a peacekeeping force to Ukraine did not receive support.
When the Trump administration excluded Europe from the Ukraine-related negotiations, European countries hastily held an alternative summit in Paris to secure a place at the table. But no concrete result emerged from the 3.5-hour meeting at the Elysee Palace. On the contrary, instead of creating a united front, European leaders were dragged into a new division. At the summit, the role Europe could play in the peace to be established between Ukraine and Russia was discussed. This is because the Trump administration had announced that it would not provide security guarantees to Ukraine, passing the responsibility to Europe. The United Kingdom stepped forward, announcing that it was ready to send military troops to Ukraine as part of a possible peace agreement. However, the plan did not receive support. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said it was too early to discuss sending a peacekeeping force while the war was ongoing.
They are talking about the outcomes of peace talks that Ukraine has not agreed to and has not sat down for. To be honest, this is extremely inappropriate. We don't even know what the outcome will be. Therefore, sending peacekeepers to Ukraine is, for me, an inappropriate discussion at the wrong time.
The Netherlands and Poland have announced that they will not send troops to Ukraine to maintain peace. The British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, whose proposal did not receive support, warned that it is not only Ukraine but all of Europe that is in danger.
This issue pertains to the very existence of Europe. As Europeans, we must enhance our efforts in terms of defense and take significant action. If a permanent peace agreement is reached, I am ready to consider deploying British soldiers in Ukraine alongside troops from other countries.
Another topic discussed was the necessity for NATO countries to increase their defense spending to 5%. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk called for urgent action. If we don't make significant defense expenditures now, we will have to spend 10 times more when a bigger war breaks out, he said. In Paris, it was agreed that Ukraine must not be excluded from peace negotiations and that transatlantic security cannot be separated from the US, representing overall consensus on these points. On the other hand, the host France became the target of reactions. This was because countries like Romania and the Czech Republic, which strongly support Ukraine, were not invited to the summit. Macron was criticized for causing division in Europe. Italian Prime Minister Meloni, who arrived at the Elysee Palace 50 minutes late, became the standout figure of the summit.